Hello everyone. Last week I got such good feedback on the videos that I decided that I'd go ahead and do it again. Hope this is easier for you, works for you. I have got my cheat sheets here, so let's go. Did you know that the start of school for our students is only 19 days away? But a lot can happen in those 19 days, so stay tuned. Just this past week, two big changes have occurred. One, the governor and the ODH cleared the way for fall sports to resume. And two, just today, not even an hour ago or so, the Cuyahoga County has moved to level 2 orange on the Ohio Public Health Advisory System. Big step. We've been red for many, many weeks. So let's talk about that first. Within minutes of the governor's press briefing today, social media was lighting up asking if we'll be changing the course and opening schools instead of starting remote beginning September 8th for students. Now, 2 weeks ago, we announced that the school will begin in remote mode for all students. Last week, we announced that the school district will stay in remote mode through the end of the first quarter, which is November 6th. Here's the hitch. The CCBH stated that schools should start and remain in remote mode until positivity rates drop below 5%. So we're monitoring that number very, very closely. We should find out exactly where Cuyahoga County is tomorrow. The bigger problem for us is the lack of testing capacity for our children. And the CCBH stated that there is little to no testing available for those under the age of 18. That's a big problem, and that schools should remain in remote mode until the testing capacity for children dramatically increases. So stay tuned to that. So level 2 orange, here's another thing to keep in mind. It's defined as increased exposure and spread, exercise a high degree of caution. And that's what we're trying to do. So for right now, we'll stick with our plan to start remote and continue to watch the data. We'll also watch how other schools around us, as they're starting before we are, how they go. We'll kind of see if they start okay, if they start having problems. These things will tell us a lot. So we'll be watching those things. So at this point in time, we are planning to continue starting in a remote mode, and we'll monitor all of the data in the news, and we will take it 1 week at a time. Fall sports. This past Tuesday, the governor announced that there will be a new ODH health order that will permit and give guidance for contact sports to resume in Ohio. That came out late last night. To me, this seems to defy absolutely all logic, but it's the opportunity our student athletes and their families have been hoping for. Our non-contact sports of golf, tennis, and cross country have already been approved for competition. We've been treating volleyball, although it's labeled as a non-contact sport now. It was reclassified earlier in the summer. We've been kind of treating it as a contact sport because of the nature of the sport and the fact that it's indoors. I cannot tell you the volume of time I and our athletic director, Joe Dianetti, who's been doing an absolutely great job, have spent over the last few weeks on this issue. I've made very clear in prior communications and conversations that I'm not a big fan of contact sports occurring while this pandemic is so active. I'm not taking off my protective dad or my grandpa hat. However, just like we did in the spring to make sure that our 2020 seniors could have the best possible graduation experience possible, we bent over backwards to do all that we could and to keep it safe, and we're working to do the same thing for this. So tomorrow, parents of football, soccer, volleyball, marching band, drill team, and cheerleading will receive an email with more details. We'll also hold informational meetings for those parents and the students and coaches next Monday evening. So look for that email for details. We'll share more information with everyone else after those meetings have been held. So stay tuned for more information on what schedules will look like. They will be abbreviated from a normal schedule, and we'll do the best that we can moving forward for as long as we can if we can keep this virus under control locally. One final reminder. Yesterday, you should have received an email outlining our plans for food service delivery and pickup during remote learning. We'll offer this service to all students K-12, regardless if they are full pay or receive free or reduced price meals. Our bus drivers and our food service staff will be delivering meals straight to your door twice a week, or you can select to pick up meals at Fairview High School. So please visit our district website for information and to sign up. So first of all, I want to say thank you for your patience and understanding through all of this. I know it's not easy. I know it's terribly frustrating. I know all of this is placing a very heavy burden on our families, on all of you. We pledge to do all that we can to help ease that burden, to keep your children as safe as possible, and to keep you in the loop with things as they continuously change, as they do almost hourly. So keep the faith, everyone. We'll get through this together. So take care, stay safe, and be well.